Mr. Bradshaw at AddSomeToYourIncome.com here to share with you more focus quotes. In life, there is magic, with blessings coming to those who can focus. Let's look at these. I chose to keep this one in here again. Susan Orman says, we each focus on what we're going to buy, but that's an incorrect focus. Focus instead on why you want to spend the money on this or that. What feeling in you does it satisfy? The more aware one is of yourself, of your surroundings, of other people, the more likely you are to respond truthfully. Now, Sandra Oh is onto something here. Very similar to this first quote by Susie Orman. Susie Orman saying, let's figure out what's the feeling. Same with Sandra, who's saying, you are more likely to respond truthfully when you are aware of yourself and your surrounding, how you were brought up, how you are now, what you've put into your life. The people, other people, or people you come in contact with. For example, I go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's a certain group of people that are awake and at the gym when it opens at 5 a.m. Those are the people that I interact with. I'm able to enjoy their company because I gave up the 5 o'clock hour sleep. You could do that too. I'm not naturally a get up early person. Naturally, I'd like to stay up late and sleep in. This was something I chose to focus on in my life one year until it became a habit. It's a habit. Today, I woke up before the alarm. I was early. I was able to actually drive a little bit longer route, a little more scenic route, and still get there at 5 a.m. It's a beautiful place to be when you can surround yourself with certain people. The quality of the conversation, the quality of camaraderie, friendship. Moving on. Here's the solution. Eliminate pollution. Tony Bradshaw. That's me, not the Tony Bradshaw you'll find if you go to Wikipedia. Whose name is actually Anthony. My name is actually Tony. That is my first name. My parents named me after body parts. Tony. That's me. This Tony is someone else, a son of an architect who went to Wales and is a chair of botany in the University of Liverpool. I haven't even been to England recently. I only flew through London once, and I didn't actually visit. I just went passing through. At any rate, yes, this is my quote. Here's the solution: eliminate pollution. We can't float through life. We can't be incidental or accidental, says Ozzie Davis. I, at one point, was floating through life. I was just going along with the flow. I remember being in the ocean one day and just I was just laying down looking at the sun, and I got taken out a long way. When I tried to swim back, I'd swim and I'd swim and I'd swim, and I wouldn't get any closer to the shore. I didn't realize where I was. And a surfer came up and said, "Do you need help?" Of course, I'm ready to scream yes, because my muscles are screaming from the effort of swimming, and I don't understand why I'm not getting back to the shore. And he asks, "Are you trying to get to shore?" I'm like, "Yeah." He says, "Well, that's the wrong way." I'm like, that's confusing because that's where the shore is, and I'm swimming towards it. To which he said, "You're in a rip." And I'm thinking, R.I.P. rip. Already? Rest in peace? What? Then he explains, you need to swim a little bit upshore or downshore, and then head in. The rip is taking you out. Which I did. I swam a little bit upshore. And he said, "That's enough." And I swam, and he kind of hung around a little bit just to make sure I'd make it. And I did. And oh, that sand felt so good. Back on land. And I realized, all right, am I in a rip? Are you in a rip? Are you drifting along and you're getting sucked out to sea? And you're going to get to this point where you're swimming really hard to get back and you just can't get back? May there be the surfer in your life that shows you the way. It's not just swimming towards shore. Swimming towards shore at the right spot. Moving forward, here we go. The first step is clearly defining what it is you're after, because without that, you'll never get it. So true, Halle Berry. The appetites will rule if the mind is vacant. Reminds me of how I often hear the devil, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. We can fill our minds with what we're really going towards, and we're focused enough on that. There's nothing else that can happen in the world that will prevent us from moving towards our destination. Thank you, Mary Wollstonecraft. My dear friend, clear your mind of can't. This is Samuel Johnson, and one of these days I may just read the Can't poem that I love so dearly. I could even just pause this and go grab that poem and read it. However, I'll finish. I'm going to focus. You'll see. I have focus. Without the little ideas, there are no big ideas, says Twyla Tharp. I looked up, she's a choreographer, so I love that because choreography is a bunch of little tiny movements, and it brings together the story you're trying to say. Well put, Twyla. Concentration is my motto. First honesty, then industry, then concentration. I'm unable to thank Andrew Carnegie because he has since passed on. However, he's got quite a thing here. First honesty, then industry, followed by concentration. Are you being honest? Are you being industrious? And will you stay focused long enough to capture your goal? I hope you will. If you train hard, you'll not only be hard, you'll be hard to beat, said Herschel Walker. I like that one. We must not allow the clock and the calendar to blind us to the fact that each moment in life is a miracle and a mystery. H.G. Wells, who's an author, said that. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light, said Aristotle. It reminds me of a quote on one of the bulletin boards at school, which says, when there is rain, look for rainbows. When it is dark, look for the stars. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity, but in doing it, said Greg Anderson. I have had this come up a few times in my life since I came across this quote. And I've said to focus on the journey a lot. Let's focus on the journey. Let's focus on the journey. The journey of becoming, the journey of moving into the next spot. It's not just the destination. If you are only focused on the destination, you will fall asleep at the wheel. You'll get groggy, you'll get bored. You'll just stare at that road in front of you and doze off. If you can instead look at the things that you're looking at in the path, like you got that interesting mountain shape. So I wonder what's going to happen as we come up closer and how they're going to move with each other. What's on the left? What's on the right? I wonder how many line dots there are between where we are right now and that next little rise. It's things like that that you just kind of take in where you are instead of wishing to be somewhere you're not. I believe in life you have to focus on what needs to be done. Do the right thing, not the popular thing, said David Cameron. You have to have a dream, plan well, focus, work hard, and be very determined to achieve your goals, said Henry Sly. You can do anything as long as you have the passion, the drive, the focus, and the support, said Sabrina Bryan. Successful people, they maintain a positive focus in life, no matter what is going on around them. They stay focused on their past successes rather than their past failures and on the next action steps that they need to take to get them closer to the fulfillment of their goals rather than all the other distractions that life presents to them. Thank you, Jack Canfield. That whole idea was his. I just decided to split it between two slides because it was an awesome one. The joy we feel has little to do with the circumstances of our life and everything to do with the focus of our lives. Thank you, Russell and Nelson. When you focus on being a blessing, God makes sure that you are always blessed in abundance. I think maybe the biggest compliment you can receive in life is someone telling you, you have been a blessing in my life. I am blessed to have known you. Thank you, Joel Osteen. Now, last one. You never know what's going to happen. We are not even promised tomorrow. I just try to focus one day at a time, said Morgan Whalen. May you focus on the now, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.